Hi guys, hopefully you're having a fantastic evening. Today I want to talk about something I've seen in art schools and workshops way too often. I go to a figure class with people all ages, and there's always this one person who insists in drawing anime, despite the fact that the teacher tells them that in order to pass the class they need to do realism. And they get intimidated or offended or pissy and they screech that it's their style. Now, a lot of people seem to be confused at this, because isn't art about expression? Why can't a person draw whatever they want? Well, that's not the issue at all. Anyone can draw whatever they please in their free time. However, art classes, especially figure drawing courses, are an entire different ballpark. First off, we need to understand what exactly is anime, and what's defined as such. According to Google, anime is a noun, and it's a style of Japanese film and television animation, typically aimed at adults as well as children. While this is a very fairly basic definition, I have some stuff to add. While anime itself is commonly regarded as Japanese cartoons with big eyes, it comes within a variety of styles depending on what source material or genre it's in. Because it's so varied and it has a great appeal, in my experience, almost every person I've met has seen an anime series or a movie at least once. Anime is all based on style and expression. Its roots are from the early 20th century and it's become a multimedia phenomenon in both the East and West. It's so vast and it's very difficult to put all kinds of anime under the same umbrella. However, I can say that all anime share similar tropes, animation techniques, and character design motifs. They also rely on simplified facial features with unlimited mouth movement, and little to no squash and stretch. I can say, however, that where anime excels is on handling of environments, props, and machines, as well as their energized fight scenes. So what am I getting at? Well, when a person says anime is their style, it's incredibly limiting and misleading. They are imitating a style, not adapting it. When it comes to art classes, the main purpose is to develop observation skills as well as motor skills and a basic understanding of color theory and lighting. It has nothing to do with art style. The teacher's job is to build a solid foundation in their students so they can survive the super competitive art world. And while some anime is great, it's a style that has become incredibly overused. When you have a foundation based on realism and know how to draw perspective and proportions effortlessly, not only can you draw in whatever style you want afterwards, but you will have a better understanding on why it's like that. If it really hurts your feelings that your teacher doesn't like anime, then I don't know what to tell you, but it's not their job to pander to your stylistic choices. Classes are not there for you to show off, but to learn the fundamentals of art. Maybe gush about anime to your friends and keep it as a hobby. This is a business, and within the business, you'll encounter all kinds of opinions and viewpoints. Sure, not all teachers are the same. Some of them are genuinely close-minded about anime and its appeal. I've had a teacher who used to work at Pixar whom basically brushed off my One Punch Man manga, even though it had amazing perspective and great fight scene. He just said, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't add anything to the story. The characters look ugly and other stuff that was basically rooted on taste rather than merit. So yeah, there are exceptions here and there of teachers being very ignorant when it comes to anime and not giving it a chance. However, that's not what the class is about. The class is about understanding the basics and to have a solid foundation on art. And I assure you that if you love anime as much as you do, and you really want to stick to that drawing style, that nobody's stopping you. However, when it comes to a class you have to pay money for, it's better to learn as many things as you can that you can normally learn by yourself. Now, for you who finds it very difficult and intimidating to draw realism, I have a couple of tips for you. First off, if you can't afford a workshop or a class where you can draw things from life, I do recommend this book called Artistic Anatomy. Trust me, I'm not sponsored. This is a genuinely good book. While it's a very dry book in terms of text, it has great diagrams of the measurements of the human body, and is a great reference guide when it comes to anatomy. You don't have to memorize every bone, every muscle, or even learn all their names. However, it is very useful and handy to have it as a reference guide. Another thing I recommend is looking at books with black and white pictures. I particularly like to see the glamour Hollywood photographs and try to draw from that. That way I learn from lighting and I learn facial and body anatomy as well. It really helped me understand the measurements of facial features and anatomy, among other things. I think the main problem of people who become too used to drawing anime, in my eyes, is the measurements. Animes have really deformed proportions when it comes to their facial features and their bodies. So my recommendation is to really learn how to measure. Get a stick or a ruler and measure what distance the eyes have, how really big the eyes are compared to the nose and to the mouth. Try to understand why anime is so exaggerated compared to the real human body. And I assure you, realism won't seem as scary. So guys, what do you think about this subject? What do you think about the anime style or people using their own personal style in art classes? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. I also have a Patreon, so if you want to join the fun or recommend videos, then I suggest you to donate to my Patreon. That will be great. Also, why don't you just swing by my main channel where I do vlogs and other things. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!